Welcome back, everybody. Haley here today. I'm talking a little bit about estrogen dominance. Women produce two primary sex hormones known as estrogen and progesterone, and they play very opposite roles in the body. When their levels are in a natural balance, they work in synchrony, which allows for a state of harmony. The lifestyle patterns of our modern society have shifted this balance in the direction of estrogen balance, which is a leading cause of many health problems. Both estrogen and progesterone decline naturally through the aging process. From the age of 35 to 50 years of age, there's a 75% reduction in the production of progesterone in the body. During that same age range, estrogen only drops by about 35%. So by menopause, the body maintains about half the amount of estrogen, but has around a quarter the amount of progesterone it once had. This reduction in progesterone creates a hormonal imbalance and a state of estrogen dominance. This is the common condition for a woman in perimenopause and menopause. Perimenopause is a woman in her mid-40s getting close to the menopause age. All right. So before we dive into the discussion, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself first. So this is just a few snaps of my holidays. I hope you all had a great holiday season and you're ready for the year 2017. So on the left, that's myself with my best friend and her mom for Thanksgiving. And then to the right of that, that's myself with my boyfriend's mom and his sister-in-law. We went to the spa that day to celebrate Christmas. To the right of that, that is myself with my boyfriend's family for Thanksgiving. That the picture with a bunch of people on the couches and everything, that is our Christmas party for Exodus Health Center. We had a great time, lots of good employees with all their kids there. It was great. And then to the left of that is my boyfriend, me, and his sister-in-law and brother. We were at Grandma's for Christmas, and their little dog, Goose. I'll have to post some of my family. We just got back in yesterday. All right, let's talk about the hormones now. So estrogen is produced by the ovaries where it regulates the menstrual cycle and promotes cell growth. It lifts a woman's mood and gives her a feeling of well-being. Progesterone balances out the growth effect of estrogen by halting further ovulation in the second half of the menstrual cycle and creating a thick mucus that prevents sperm from passing into the womb. Estrogen promotes cell division and growth and fat accumulation, while progesterone stimulates fat burning and slows cell division. Estrogen enhances salt and water retention, while progesterone is a diuretic. Elevated estrogen contributes to breast and endometrial cancer cell growth, while progesterone slows cancer cell growth. Studies have indicated that progesterone deficiency in premenopausal women increases the risk of breast cancer by 5.4 times. This slide also lists out some of the most common symptoms associated with estrogen dominance. So you can see something like PMS symptoms. If you're cramping or your mood is swinging a lot around your menstrual cycle, you may have a little bit of a hormonal imbalance. Uterine fibroids, fibrocystic breast, if you have a really heavy period or if you feel depressed. Thyroid problems oftentimes can be related to excessive estrogen floating around in the blood. Hot flashes, fatigue, cervical dysplasia, weight gain is a big one I noticed. People who have a lot of cramping, this could be related to excess estrogen. Also, if you have a lot of bloating, that can be due to excessive estrogen. All right, moving on. So this slide does a great job at reiterating the differences and effects of estrogen and progesterone. So factors that contribute to estrogen dominance include a diet loaded with chemicals from commercially raised meat, pesticide-laden produce, and processed foods massively increase the levels of xenoestrogenic molecules and put the body into an estrogen dominant state. We'll talk more about what xenoestrogen compounds are in a moment. Obesity also contributes to estrogen dominance because fat cells contain an enzyme that convert adrenal steroid hormones into estrogen. The more fat cells, the more estrogen conversion that takes place. Another major culprit for contributing to estrogen dominance is an overloaded liver. Our livers are responsible for breaking down toxins, foods, heavy metals, pathogens, and a lot more. The liver also breaks down food and converts it into usable forms for the rest of our body. This organ is extremely tough, but it seems to get overwhelmed with all of the additional toxins, heavy metals, and chemicals that are in our world today. Because it is responsible for breaking down estrogen as well, liver congestion can actually result in estrogen dominance. Chronic liver stress causes severe problems with toxicity, digestion, metabolism, and inflammation. A couple of signs and symptoms of a congested liver include elevated cholesterol, lowered energy, and lowered immunity. You're getting sick all the time. Other contributors to estrogen dominance include poor blood sugar balance, industrial chemicals such as pesticides, cosmetic makeup, and personal hygiene products, as well as hormonal replacement therapy. Once women hit menopause, many of them take estrogen to decrease symptoms but do not worry about progesterone levels. Increasing estrogen, you need to seriously consider the effects that this is having on you if you're not addressing progesterone as well. Chronic stress, poor sleep, and caffeine consumption also increases estrogen secretion and decreases key nutrients for detoxification such as magnesium, vitamin C, and B vitamins that are needed to neutralize bad estrogen metabolites in the liver. So here is a little bit more about xenoestrogens. Most conventional food products and modern lifestyle habits are estrogenic in nature. The over-reliance on highly processed, chemically laden, industry-based goods and products seems to be the major culprit of estrogen dominance. Xenoestrogens are artificially made compounds produced by the industry. These differ chemically from archaeestrogens, or naturally occurring estrogens produced by living organisms. Xenoestrogens mimic the effects of true estrogen and interact with cellular receptor sites. This process contributes to estrogen excess and blocks the effects of true estrogen. To make matters worse, these endocrine disruptors lodge in fat cells where they are resistant to breakdown. Many of these chemicals will act in a synergistic effect when combined with other endocrine disruptors. This synergistic process exponentially enhances their effects within the body, causing major problems at the cellular level. Many of the products listed on this slide contain these harmful xenoestrogens. I also have changed my makeup to a more natural company that is fighting to start testing and getting rid of harmful ingredients in our makeup that we use every day. Our skin is our largest organ and absorbs everything that we put onto it. We should be very aware of the products that we are putting on our skin. Some of these cosmetic chemicals have actually been found in fast food. How gross is that? Last time I checked, benzoyl peroxide was not on the food pyramid, and nor is it necessary in my foods. Benzoyl peroxide has been found in breads used by fast food restaurants, and it is used for bleaching wheat flour. Certain foods are full of estrogenic molecules and chemicals. These include conventional meat and dairy, which is loaded with hormones and antibiotics, and the animals were fed a diet rich in estrogenic grains. Soy isoflavonoids are highly estrogenic, as are sugars, additives, preservatives, and processed foods and beverages. Grains and beer are highly estrogenic as well. Major environmental sources of estrogenic substances include plastics and canned goods. Personal care products, oral contraceptives, pharmaceuticals, styrofoam products, pesticides, and herbicides are highly estrogenic. Be sure to avoid typical laundry and dishwashing detergents and household cleaners and air fresheners, which are all loaded with estrogenic chemicals as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of different places that you can get too much estrogen from, or the fake estrogen anyway. All right, so let's talk about what we can do about it. So there are many great foods that help the body detoxify estrogen. Cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage contain several powerful nutrients that detoxify bad estrogenic molecules. These nutrients include indole-3 acetate, indole-3 carbinol, and I can't even say this one, guys, diindolylmethane. I believe that's how you say it. Probably not. So these cruciferous veggies also contain sulfur-containing nutrients such as sulforaphane and phenyl isothiocyanates that enhance liver detoxification processes and destroy cancer cell formation. Anti-inflammatory foods that are rich in saturated and omega-3 fatty acids such as 100% organic grass-fed beef and dairy, organic poultry, wild-caught salmon, and wild game are anti-estrogenic. Plant-based foods such as avocados, coconut oil, and olive oil are all powerful anti-estrogenic superfoods. Raw nuts and seeds such as almonds, pecans, walnuts, chia, pumpkin, and hemp seeds are rich in anti-estrogenic plant sterols. Onions, garlic, and scallions are rich in sulfur-containing amino acids and the powerful antioxidant quercetin that both help the liver detoxify at a higher level and reduce the production of estrogen. Herbs such as oregano, thyme, rosemary, sage, and turmeric are loaded with volatile oils that promote liver detoxification. Turmeric has a potent ability to destroy estrogen receptor-positive cancer cells, which are the most commonly found cells in breast, uterine, ovarian, and prostate cancer. Using organic acids is an advanced strategy for liver and gut health that enhances the body's ability to remove these unwanted estrogenic molecules. So try things like squeezing fresh lemon, which is rich in citric acid, in water and on salads, vegetables, meats. Apple cider vinegar is awesome stuff. So it contains acetic acid. Fermented raw dairy from grass-fed cows contains lactic acid, so it's great to use as well. There are other products that contain fermented super herbs and an organic acid base that are extraordinarily powerful for enhancing the detoxification processes and neutralizing bad estrogen metabolites. There are many factors involved with the body's ability to detoxify these artificial estrogens and optimize their hormonal response. It is often a process that takes many months to years depending on how many toxins are stored in the body. The body's unique response to the various toxins and how well the individual can neutralize and eliminate the toxins. I use several major supplements with clients for the healthy elimination of xenoestrogens. These are them. So this also encourages healthy estrogen metabolism. So for men and women, I recommend the Daily Detox, the first one on the screen there, for its ability to enhance and detoxify at the cellular level while supporting the liver, gut, blood, and kidney detoxification. For women, I'll often add in Estro Protect to influence healthy estrogen and progesterone metabolism. This product is also very good for helping improve male testosterone function as well. So Estro Protect is just going to help your liver actually metabolize estrogen quicker. Just gives it a little bit of support. All right. So as I had mentioned before, heavy metals like mercury, lead, and aluminum block up the liver and lead to poor toxin filtration and increased estrogenic molecules. So heavy metal testing can be very beneficial to help identify the source of toxicity and estrogen dominance. And we do offer this test at drduckers.com. If you go click on the little lab testing link, you can find all 3 of these tests that I'm going to talk about. Reoffer a heavy metal test to help us detect what metals may be found in excess in your body, and then use this to identify the source of heavy metal exposure in your life. So we also use the comprehensive hormone panel to check adrenal function and sex hormone function. This will look at cortisol and sex hormone patterns throughout the day and give a lot of information about how you are responding to stress and how it is affecting your hormone production. This looks at levels of DHEA, cortisol, progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone. We do have the female and the male version of this, as ranges are different, obviously. These tests always give us very insightful starts for how to help start healing our clients. Adrenal fatigue and hormonal imbalance are extremely common today. And that concludes this discussion today. This is just a slide showing myself and Dr. David Jockers. So he owns and operates Exodus Health Center as well as drjockers.com, and I am the functional nutritionist and registered nurse that helps put plans together for people both on and off campus. We do long distance phone calls or Skype consultations. We will evaluate labs, we will run labs, and we will help you develop a plan based off of an in-depth assessment and these lab evaluations. So if you're ready to get a plan going and take care of your health, then just shoot me an email over at nutrition@drjockers.com. I'd love to help you get started.